Hello, Virgo. Thank you for tuning into this week's read. The question I'm going to use for this for everybody is, what does your heart want to tell you? For the oracle or for the tarot cards, I'm using the Bonefire Tarot by Gabby Angus West. For the oracle cards, supporting oracle cards, Wisdom of the House of Night. On the back here, over there, shows you who actually created them. If you want to look it up on Amazon, I believe, you can easily find them in case you want those cards. Okay. Already shuffled. Let's see what we have. Alright, we have to pull these into... Okay, we're going to stop. Yeah, no, I want the bottom card too. This is right in the center. Okay. Let's get these. I'm going to put a couple more cards out, but I'm going to try to get these. These ones are out of focus here. Alright, are we in frame at least? Okay. That trapped card, that's been coming up a lot lately. At least it seems like it to me. Alright, so what does your heart want you to know? Or want to tell you, blah, blah, blah. The Tower card, the chaos, the choices. Whew, that all seems to be like that's obvious that goes together. Like the Tower falls, that's chaos. Obviously, that's chaos. And you're going to have to make a choice about what to do about that after it falls. Like what to do with the mess. Clean it up, rebuild, run away, scream and shout, whatever you got to do. I feel like they're making a very big point. Like, what's going on for you? It's almost like in this moment, there's a lot of chaos, a lot of craziness, a lot of crazy stuff. But even in that chaos, it's time to make choices. And I feel like that's almost the beginning thing I want to say with this. What your heart wants you to know is like, this is the time to make choices. Even though there's a lot of chaos here, and especially for Virgo, like you like to think things through. That's usually an earth feeling. You, Capricorn, Taurus, planners, usually planners. I'm getting the way this is feeling. It's even though it's like falling down and coming apart, it's also the time to like really pay attention, and it's going to form your choices going forward in the sense of like, why is this tower falling apart? Why is this happening? Why is there a problem here? What am I noticing while it falls apart that I didn't notice? Like, it's like if part of the tower is falling away, you're seeing what was inside the tower before it's demolished. And you're taking that into account. What was going on in the inside that I'm able to glimpse before it completely goes away? You know what I mean? It's like choices are going to be made later based on what you learn now. This is starting the choice process. I feel like that's more of like what they're saying for you. This is starting your choice process because you're getting a lot more intel. You're finding out what's going on behind the scenes as it's falling apart. The chaos can reveal a lot of value to you while it's happening. Three of Swords in the environment, the Trapped. This seems to match the whole situation. The Chariot reversed. It's almost like somebody tried to take... It's almost like somebody was trying to get something to go forward really too fast. And the way this is reversed, it makes me feel like it's almost the reason for the tower happening to begin with. Like somebody got a little bit too anxious, a little too excited. The tower came through... On your side, the Three of Swords is coming through on their side. They're very unhappy, very heartbroken about the situation. Once it started happening, though, it's kind of like a domino effect. Once it started falling apart, they were trapped and they couldn't stop it from falling apart. So I feel like they're saying, like, whatever's going on, like, nobody has the ability to stop this tower from falling, and you're not the only one that's getting the fallout from it. All right. What's coming forward next? This is in the middle. I'm almost cringing to find out what it is. Hopefully it's a good card. A lot of regret. You'll notice that Five of... See, this to me, with the fire around the Five, it makes me feel like the Five of Wands more than the Five of Hearts. Which the Five of Hearts is also like the Five of Cups. You know, in like a playing card deck, the Five of Hearts is the Five of Cups. And what I'm getting here is it's like there's some regret, but there's almost, it feels like pointing the finger. It feels like blaming other people. Like, this didn't work. This is what happened because of you. That happened because of you. Like, I feel like there's pointing the finger going on. People pointing the finger. People, like, trying to push the blame off. You'll notice it was face down to start. Like, it's not something that really is expected to happen. It just starts to happen. It's like one person tries to blame somebody else, and they're like, no, it wasn't my fault. It was this other person's fault. Nope, nope, nope. It was that person's fault. Nope, nope, nope. This other person. Nope, it was because of that. That's why it actually happened. It's a lot of wasted time, is my first thought. But I actually feel like with this Five of Cups in the center, you have like more of a heads up on this about what really happened. I don't feel people listening to you in the sense of like, well, this is what I saw and this is what I think. I don't feel people really listening to that. For a lot of you, I don't feel a lot of you want to be involved in this. I almost feel like if somebody accuses you of the reason things fell apart, you're like, well, that wasn't my fault, but you're like, I'm not going to start slinging mud. I feel like a lot of you are just abstaining from that, quite frankly. But I'm also seeing you seem to have a little heads up on that, like what really happened, what you really think happened. I also feel you have unanswered questions, but this ridiculousness, you can't really get an honest answer out of it. Like, you can't get a reliable answer, I should say. You could get an honest answer about what somebody wants it to be, but not factual answer about what actually happened. So I almost feel like this is wasted time in the center. This might be a part of like what your heart's trying to tell you. Like, just try to bypass that as much as possible and move forward to the next phase of the situation. All right, now you got the Magician and the Two of Swords here in the environment coming after. I feel like your heart's trying to set you up to make this not as bad. Are these supposed to be reversed or no? Yeah, no, I do feel like they're supposed to be reversed. You got the High Priestess of Earth. Earth is very good for Capricorn. Capricorn? We're talking Virgo, right? We're still on Virgo, right? Yeah, I'm doing Virgo. I'm getting a Capricorn feel with this for some reason. I am getting a Capricorn feel here. You're Virgo, though, so I don't know why that's coming through that way. But for some of you, I guess that'll make sense. You'll know why that's there. But for Virgo and any other Earth sign, quite frankly, the High Priestess of Earth is very beneficial. I feel like what they're saying is like there's lack when it comes time to rebuild this tower that fell over here. There's lack of connection. There's lack of structure. You're not happy with it. Things just seem to be floating around. People aren't really moving on things. There's a lot of people who think they know what they're going to do. A lot of people that want control, but nobody really taking action. I really feel like what your heart's trying to say is like, you don't have to rebuild this tower. And I feel like sometimes that's a different way to read that card that people don't think. Because the tower fell, yes, cleaning up the mess it left behind, that's probably the best idea. But once you've cleaned up the area, nobody says you have to stay with that plot of land. You can move somewhere else. You can go somewhere else and build something else somewhere else. So I'm almost feeling like with the Hierophant reversed and the Page of Cups reversing, this is something you're really not happy with. Things fell apart. You know what I mean? Somebody else pushed too hard. They pushed too hard with the Chariot reversed. I'm getting that with this. Somebody pushed too hard with the Chariot reversed. Three of Swords happened. They were trapped. They felt like they didn't have any choice. It was like a domino effect. The tower fell for you. There's a lot of chaos going on. You said this created like the opportunity for you to make more choices. I actually feel like that's what this message is. Your heart is telling you you don't have to rebuild this tower. Clean it up, yeah, that's probably a great idea, and you probably want to do that. But maybe after you've cleaned up the area and it's a vacant lot again, maybe it's time to give that lot to somebody else and go somewhere else and do something else. I feel like that's what this is saying. I almost feel like that's kind of the lesson of the tower in some situations is the fact that you don't have to rebuild that tower. Maybe it's time to stop rebuilding that tower. Especially with the Hierophant reversed. Because that's breaking tradition. When he's reversed, that's breaking tradition. And also with the Page of Cups reversed is telling me you might not be really over the moon about that thought, but if you start thinking about that while it's happening, like, you know what, do I really have to go through this again? Maybe you don't. Think about that. I feel like that's what the whole message of this is. Your heart's trying to tell you, you don't have to get into this boat again. You don't have to take this again. You don't have to do this again. All right, I think that's the end. All right, so hopefully that helps. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, please remember to either email me at jamesforastral@gmail.com for current pricing, or I'm currently on my Instagram at James13Wicca. Just go to my Instagram. I should have it posted there what my current pricings and options are if you're interested. Thank you very much again for watching.